Hello, I'm no Jake. Welcome in this Steam stream or video because I think I will upload this on YouTube from Twitch. This is the Talos principle, and it's a game about philosophy, and it's a puzzle game essentially. It's very interesting because it looks like playing those games like it was an indie game. I don't remember the name. Mm, well, if I remember that, I will tell that. Those kind of games where not only you have to solve puzzles, but while you do, you ask questions about the world you live in, and the game also helps you ask questions about yourself, about life, and things like this. Essentially, this is the Talos principle, and I think this is one of the best at doing this kind of things. Essentially, starting child process ready and loading child program parameters. So the game starts and we just barely see our end, and after that we just start playing. We'll hear a voice.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple,
It's interesting that
if you are worthy.
developers decide to use Elohim, that is often used as God. Initiating child program logic check. So we can pass through this gate here, but we can pass through the violet purple one. Keep exploring. We find this thing. Take jammer. Jammer or jammer. Complex task management. Okay. So essentially this thing interrupts sinners and helps you passing through gates. If we try to do this, it doesn't work. We automatically walk forward. There is no way. Even from farther away, he always enters there. He always goes back before trying to grab the item. And now that's a bomb, essentially. You're supposed to stop the bomb. If it gets closer, it makes louder and louder sounds. And we die, but correcting for errors, done. Reloading child program, done. We rewind time, and another interesting thing is that if we check in the settings, by pressing IX, we can rewind time ourselves. We can also discover that we are essentially a robot. We are an AI. So let's keep going. The jammer here. Is another one. We are essentially outside. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. Who knows if those things also works in real life? Probably not. Maybe they are all the same. This game is old.
Across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome, and within each I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
So I need to find those sigils to obtain eternal life. I find myself in a world impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I'm terrified to put one foot in front of the other list. I fall through the floor. Okay, for first, So these are very basic puzzles we start with, and soon we'll learn something, but I want to show that in advance. If you use these on the same item, like this, then we can bring the other one with us. For example, now we do this, we don't need to walk here anymore, so I grab this other one. We stop this thing from far away. And now essentially we have two of those. We brought two of those things outside of the area, essentially. And this is a concept that will start going ahead in the game. The concept of trying to break the system. This is very, very meta and very interesting. So there is this maker that created the trials for us. For example, here we can enter a trial. People. Every trial has a name that is essentially a hint to try to help you understand what to do. Here we can use the concept I explained previously. So I can't move those things through the violet gates. So use the jammer here. And we grab this one. Because otherwise this would have been like, if this wasn't active, I couldn't grab this. This was in the this was here. So it would have been impossible to grab it, but since we used that one on the gate, now we have access to this one. So now we can stop ball number 1, and there is another one there. It's easier to do this. Ball number 1 and ball number 2. And then here we are. We completed this trial. And we got this piece here.
Need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
Here there is another one. Only the two of us. This is the first time where you can really learn how to use the double jammer, essentially. Jammer? Because here there are only the two of us. We have 2 gates plus that gun there. So we need 3. But if we use this wave, only the 2 of us or of them are more than enough. So again, double jump the first gate, gem this one, and gem the gun there, the Gatling gun, and we are done.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
And obviously, normally, we can't put things outside. So, tools are meant to be used only inside the thing. Here, there is the first secret I want to show you. So, oh, we need to go ahead. I think. So let's show this later, but this thing is still here. And this is here. Okay, so to enter here, to open the door, we need to do on the up left corner, those 3 pieces. So let's grab those. So we need that Z and another L. Gemmer here. And now another interesting thing. So we need to go there. We adjust this jammer. And there is the ball there. If I stop the ball, I can't reach that place because I still need to open that gate. So we open that gate instead. We remove the jammer. And now the ball is it's locked inside. Now we can open this. And grab the piece. Now with this, we just stop the bomb.
Well done, child.
And we are fine.
One more sigil is needed.
Only one more sigil is needed. A switch out of reach. So that's the switch out of reach. To this kind of game, you need to watch carefully around. I'm going fast because those are kind of basic. I already did this, obviously. I played this game, I don't remember when. Now I press this, and that it's turned off, so we can grab the jammer. And with this other jammer, we can stop the bomb. So I did this game, I don't remember when, essentially. And it probably influenced me.
Temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
Probably influenced me and my vision on intelligence and on what a human is. And now we'll see why I wanted to call this, what it means to be human, what it takes to be human. Because we already have some questions that makes you question what being human means, essentially. So we open this gate, right? And there is this computer. First I want to do another thing. Here. No, not here. Here.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
So essentially we can see in every space what we can grab around. So for example, here we can still grab those 3 sigils, but there is also this star. What is this star? It's just a decoration, or is really a thing? So let's go back. This is where we were. So we managed to grab this thing. And I know where the star is already. Hidden here, there is this switch that opens this gate. So we enter this secret area. There is nothing dangerous, looks like. And there is the star. But you have to open the gate. So thank you to the jammer that we can grab at the start during the tutorial. Using what we can learn also later. We can open this and grab the first star. And if I'm not wrong, the stars are needed to unlock other secret puzzles, essentially. So along the way, like, this is not a perfect guide. I will try to do all the puzzles, do everything, but I won't force myself into doing them. So we'll just progress normally. If we find some stars,
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
if we manage to find stars, we take them. Otherwise, we'll try to grab them later. Exactly how he said now. So now we need to move through this corridor, essentially, here. So we have the Gatling gun. We also have there the bomb. No, we can do this. Now the bomb is not here anymore. It's locked in the other part. And now we can stop this. See, the bomb is there. And there is the piece. So initially, it's kind of logical. Like, if you do this for the first time, obviously, you need to try to understand how this works. the concept, the basic concept. But after you get used to, they are kinda logical and intuitive. So here we did everything. There is a button to move forward faster, and we can also go in third person. I've toggled on the run button to always run, move faster. And this is probably the most interesting thing about this game, this computer. 7 million distributed resources found. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Loading Milton Library Assistant. This is interesting because this Milton Library Assistant looks like those kind of things, uh, those encyclopedias that you had on your computers in the past, when there was not internet connection, no one had an internet connection, so use the encyclopedias and things like that. I remember I had a program that, for example, let you explore planets, things like that. It was amazing back then. So here we have Milton Library Assistant. We can try to interact with him to understand things. As the fuck, dear I, what's this? Hello world. Unknown command. Type help for list of available commands. Non-counter command. Let's keep doing. It doesn't work. We just need to type help. List run MLA. It's Milton Library Assistant. See the list. And with list, we find those things that are essentially things written by someone. From Nadia Sarabai, Institute for Applied and Alexandra Drennan, Pneumatic Subject. Welcome to the team. Again, I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You are so young and you have already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. It's also something I wanted to clarify. I realized that nominally speaking, I'm a researcher here, but this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. So, in this first thing, we know that there was a project. This Nadia is the head chief of the project, and she's writing to Alexandra Drennan. That is the one that is really creating the project. So the project is of Alexandra Drennan. I think she's another female, but the head of the project is Nadia. So she's probably the one that has responsibilities about what could happen, etc. Oh, look, so here we have the sign here that shows we have to read it. And here the sign disappeared. It means we read it. Athena in the garden of the Hesperids. Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility that it was hard. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, I'm going down now, I'm here. As a glow confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Will take this burden upon themselves. Some say that Heracles, and then gazing covered the stars and wept. Small tree made of blue steel, and on this tree grew a single golden apple. So they are kind of talking about the myth of creation and Eve and Adam, the apple, and the deathlessness, the fact that you can die. Deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world. If you can die, you see how the world is mortal. That's very interesting. True wisdom is an ending folly. A lot of things one can reason about. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You got to figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got lots of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. Dead or dad? Who knows? Who knows? Are those like genres written by someone to Nadia or Alexandra? So now let's run Milton. Let's see what happens. Hello, guest. How can I help you today? Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes, understand, because now we are talking with a kind of AI, but it's not even an AI. It's just it, or actually it is. It's just programmed to answer, and so it's inquiring that understand. Like it's not like he understand. He understands the words and tries to figure out how to answer the question. it it doesn't really have a concept of what I'm saying. That's what really means understanding something. This word of the last sentence you wrote, are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? Describe your function. What was this word of the last sentence you wrote? I'm sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject verb object syntax. Ooh. The answer was understand, but it didn't. This is interesting. Are you able to take offense, you pointless action? You cannot insult me. Describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Oh, there is my head in front of some of the lines here on the up left, down right corner. Secondly, it facilitates user interaction with the library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. All are the library archives. What are these terminals? What is the current status of the library archive? How long has this system been running? Library source published dates range from 1st July 95 to Jan 2030 F. This maybe means there is an error, or it's 34. This has been active for, oh my god, could be more than 10,000 years. Whoa. So this is the world, probably 10,000 years. Like it's year 13,000. Well, actually 12,000. What are these terminals? What is the current status of the library? Let me provide access to the library. What is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up petabytes of this space. It is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video. The entire internet in 2003. The majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. Of uncorrupted resources are indexed. Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. You are logged it with a guest account. You are conducted in a support session with the MLI human language interface. The library archive session may be resumed at any time. And we are done. For now, we try to ask him as many questions as possible. Let's run it once again. Unable to open a support session. Library assistant software is busy elsewhere. Okay, it means we are done. New text added to journal. Press tab. Ooh, cool! Oh, so we got this. We collect this and we can read them. Nadia and Alexandra. So we'll go ahead, do puzzles, and meanwhile we'll try to understand the story of this place. How amazing and interesting it is. Or is it? Poking a sleeping lion. So we need to go there. We see a jammer. It is another one. So we'll probably have to do the usual here. So we stop it there. That. Now 1 and 2. And the guy is just moving there. And we are done. And here is the last one. This is pretty simple, just uses the same concept we used previously. So we need to go there, but we also need to move those bombs. So just do these. Now the bombs are not there anymore, and we can open. And this is done too.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
So I have a button to move forward faster. It's also good if you want to move items. For example, here. I can make the bombs move faster, reach the point where I want them to be. So here is to go forward, and we took everything. We also got the star, so we can continue.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Ooh, whoa!
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
We can join the host of messengers. Look at this. Cool. Whoa. So if we have all of those pieces, we can access this place. But we also need another star. Or this is just already open, thank you to a star. We can grab another star there. Oh no, wait, it just means that here we can find those 3 pieces. Are those gray pieces? Oh my god. I love this game. I bought the 2 already, but I went to stream and play the first one first. We can also grab extra items. I don't remember right now what they used. So we were here on 1. We got everything. Now there is 2 and all the other numbers, obviously. And from here we can also see everything that we can grab around. So on 2 there are just 3, etc. There are different colors. So for example, if you find a door that requires us some kind of pieces, we can try to grab those pieces from around to go open that door. For example, here we need the parts for A. So if we get a Z and an L, and we have them on 2, we can proceed there already. So let's enter here.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
So we can explore around, do whatever we want, but not enter this tower, or we will die. You can tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive, or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time
Alexander
capsule,
Drennan.
write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Time capsules.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers,
So you can play that once
Higgins,
again.
told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but
So buried in the archive, there is something actually.
to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
What a fascinating world. Oh. And here nothing appears. Okay, let's go for Milton. And now we can talk a bit. Adesso faccio troubleshooting, let's see what happens. Network access and network function, the most common, please enter the admin password. Incorrect. Incorrect. Let's try the same one once again. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes. Not to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Will now be asking for a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Your response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to the administrators. Identification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. And please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. Yes. Okay, let's go. 2 plus 2, 4. What is your subject reaction to this image? Input has been a... Okay, what best describes a person? Being of a problem-solving system, a rational animal. Rational animal. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Offer off the water, offer the water, ask what you're doing in the desert, ignore him, kill him and then collect his blood in a flask for later. Oh my god. Ask what you're doing in the desert. Offer half the water. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. I don't know if it's based on the kind of answers you give here. Something can change. I remember asking those questions to myself the first time I played this game. It was a very amazing experience. And now we have informations. Error, the human machine. ARG solution. Error. Let's see, error. I first awakened and found myself repose under a shade of on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought an owl. The human machine. One day you discover topic 3 that you're not a human being but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of our organic human being, but you are created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being, like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing will change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? Does your understanding of the world itself change? Do you reveal the information to others? Or do you keep it for yourself? Why? 1500 to 2000 words. The 26 is the final deadline. No extension will be granted. Submit via email. Like, these were tests? Tests for who? Arc solution. These kind people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I don't know. Bob Rakowski. Subject Grarg. I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Thought this latter day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot. Shoot? Huh? But I have to admit, the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated. To the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity. If I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solution. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Bob Rakowski. I have the same idea. I think together we can figure it out something. It's what I would love for humanity, always to try to find solutions together. Instead of just going simplistic and thinking that the problem is the other. This is definitely different from the previous one. I want to try. I want to try. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, we have text. There are secrets everywhere sometimes, within our very words. I glimpse them, but my eyes cannot read them. How can this be? Uriel 4, V48. There are secrets. What confuses me is that, like, I got. I don't know if I can show this. I got those words. There is. I lower the light. No, it doesn't work. It got me the words, but it's not giving me a link or anything. How the fuck this works? This is this is fucking impressive. What the fuck?
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were the words.
Beginning where the words. The words are everything. Where there are no words, there is no world. More infos here. Let's see. Frank Thai. My first day at the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. On the way of work, I'm terrified. Well, time I walk in, and right in the entrance, there is a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Jan. Dr. Jan Malcolm. From the Jurassic Park movies. What the? Dr. Sarah shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym. Back when the institute was founded, she say Inan? Yeah, but no. That's understood, but okay, call it Jeff and it kind of stuck. So we roughly call it Jan. But if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know. So Jan is this institute, but someone also calls it Jeff. By Jeff Goldblum. I wasn't so scared anymore. He had a funny conversation. Athena analysis. Okay, those Athena things are things like words taken from some text. No, if you said she woke up in an impossible place knowing nothing. It was more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery. So we should not go so far to read the entire work as an allegory. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world forces us to rely on what we are told by others and what our own limited flow and limited senses tell us. Belief and object reality matter come into conflict, not free. When in chapter 16, a second awakening the kingdom, these questions are mentor on the not for. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of. Talos principle. It's true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, it was the creation of Hephaestus. What we may be certain of is that it was made of bronze, and had to put one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood. which some claim was quicksilver, and others asserted was ichor, such as flaws in the veins of the gods. The loss of the loss of what liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, sorry. Had wishes and desires. He did in the tale of the Argonauts. That was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man, while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does this not follow that man may also be seen as machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. This is interesting because it turns the table. It starts by asking if Talos made as a man, made as bronze and other substance, but behaving, thinking and acting like a man, it's human, and then later keeps showing that Talos behaves like a human. But if you think is a machine, is not a human a machine too at this point? This really changes everything because so now the question is not anymore if robots, AIs that behaves like a human are humans, but if humans are not AIs themselves, are not robots, machines themselves. This is an amazing passage. So this is maybe Straton of Stagira, the Talos principle. Stratone. Why was in third person now? Okay, so we interacted with that. We should probably do. Should probably do some puzzles. That's interesting. There is a door. It's locked. Maybe the star is behind here. Would like to see something behind. Just that small part. Okay, let's start by doing some puzzle. All of windows. So we need to use jammers to windows. That's it. Okay, we can probably use the usual double thing here. We just open the final one and use this one. We open this. And we are done.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
There you open a gate to the left to exit here easier. I keep looking around trying to see if I notice something. Would be cool to find the next star on our own. The version program is a sham. What does a computer know about humanity? No, Jake. Wait, no, Jake, version 99. 99 and 25. When we load the program at the start, it says version 99 maybe. So this means that probably this is one of the last version of ourselves. Because the hologram we saw here was version 23. And this means, here, this guy. This means this guy is probably an odd version of ourselves running around. An hologram that shows us how we were previously, probably, or something like that. Maybe there were multiple versions of us. I kept looking around, but could it be that the bro moves another parts, or maybe this is another guy. Now it disappears. Ooh, whoa, wait, this is interesting. Why is this down? Does this mean there was something here previously? So maybe if we check better around here, we can find something. And this also makes sense because maybe the version 23 was doing some tests around here. Tests that are not no more because the place changed. So not only we changed, but also this puzzle changed. And this is what this means. Maybe it's just me always overreacting here. Suicide mission. Is this thing turned off or what? It's kinda interesting. Eh? Can I walk that way? This is why it's called a suicide mission. Yes. Ooh.
The guardians of this land may harm you, But do not resent them, for they are
Lol.
my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
I didn't notice this previously. So now the gun is turned on. Do they interact? Will this thing kill the bomb? Whoa, the bomb. The bomb destroyed the gun. This is very, very interesting. Okay. There were just 3 here. I got everything. Except for the star. No, there is one more. Okay, it's this way. It's that one. The guards must be crazy. Oh. Okay. Double trick. Hmm. My god. This was kinda risky. I want to check around here a bit more. Look there. Is that another way out, or is that a secret? Wait a moment. Could it be that I can bring outside another gemmer? Hmm. Keep going, bro. Keys? Let's go! The keys! I can't believe this. No, okay. Can't. Okay, whoa. Sometimes being paranoid helps you. Okay, so now we need to go where that locked door was here. Oh, another one. And now got a jammer on the outside. But what's the point? Where do I need to use this? I have no idea. Maybe this guy is giving me some kind of advices. Hmm. Usually it goes up here. Hmm. Part 2. Part 2 of the identification program has now been generated. Test the consistency of some of your outlier response in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Indicate your agreement where appropriate. Okay. Since only animals can be persons, a machine could never be a person. Answer. A machine could never be a person. I have to disagree. A person is under no authority other than that to which they a person is under no authority other than that which they consent. Is under no authority. I don't know. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Value is discovered. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. The libido of persons ought to be maximized. Value is created. Hey, the generation process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Whoa. So if this thing has to communicate with us, it probably makes a sound. That means we have new ways of interact with Milton. Oh my god, this place is huge. Where do I use this thing? Okay, let's start by moving around this whole place. Sometimes we see those kind of glitches. That's interesting. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks with it. It's the voice of Alexandra. Voice not supposed to be here. It is not the word of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities, or they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. Fate and Bob. Bob? What? Bob? Just the name of a user. That's strange. Bob. Because Bob was also the name of one of the guys that maybe created this project or something like that. We got the keys, but... Ooh, I find it! Amazing, amazing. Like, I just said we got the keys, but I can't find where to use the jammer. I was about to say. If the documents on the terminals are all, that's okay. Well, we found everything now, right? We even got the star. Yes, this is done. Okay, I'm very proud of myself. So the key was... I don't remember now. Not in all of Windows. Not in Suicide Mission. In the other one. The key was here. So after, if I'm not wrong, after I completed this, some gates open. One of the two gates make me go outside. Oh, I can go up all the way here. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. The problem is that they're coming back together. Okay, but here I'm safe. And here, there were the keys. And it was just an exit. The jammer is useless, there is nothing to do with it. So here we got the keys. From the middle, here we got the jammer. And here was the star. A much easier place to find than I expected. Everything was close to the middle. Okay, let's check this computer once again. Nothing. Okay, we can reach the next one. Let's go! I'm so proud of myself. And this is complete too.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind.
Bring
But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
bring glory to your kind, death, and then to our generation. Which interesting it is. We're not on natural temples anymore, but now we start seeing creations, metallic human creations. A, B, and C. So we have 3 worlds we can explore, and then there is the tower. Ooh, whoa. Athena 12. The Council of Zeus might burst of steam issuing their northly finally they come to the gates at the top. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods and demigods and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron. Memory of flesh the clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities at once. Asia Rom. Dr. Armin Ulok. The Fall of the Roman Empire. A dialectical approach. Homo humani nil a me alienum puto. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and the ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored? Would Rome still have fallen? Fallen? The Republic surviving or being restored? What was the role of the debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. Register for the class, please mail. And yes, that's the most important line. Was not built in a day and it didn't fall in a day either. Things just doesn't happen on a day. Things slowly change and then sometimes you reach the point of no return when maybe catastrophic events start happens. Sun around here. Ooh. Questioning dubbed confrontation. They say dubbed everything, but I disagree. Dubbed is useful in small amounts, but too much of it leads to apathy and confusion. No, don't dub everything. Question everything. That's the real trick. Dubbed is just a lack of certainty. If you dub everything, you'll dub the evolution, science, fate, morality, even reality itself, and you'll end up with nothing, because dub doesn't give anything back. But questions have answers. You see. If you question everything, you'll find that a lot of what we believe isn't true. But you might also discover that some things are true. You might discover what your own beliefs are. And then you'll question them again and again, eliminating flaws, discovering lies, until you get as close to the truth as you can. Questioning is a lifelong process. That's precisely what makes it so unlike dope. Questioning engages with reality, interrogating all it sees. Questioning links to a constant assault on the intellectual status quo, where doubt is far more likely to lead to resigned acceptance. After all, when the possibility of truth is doubtful, excuse the pun, why not simply play along with the most convenient lie? Questioning is progress, but doubt is stagnation. Who wrote this thing? We have information about the quote, keynote speech by N. Sarabai. Questioning doubt. Partition. From Rob McLean to Jan mailing list archive project subject L partition. And just to let you know that for reason of convenience and security, we have partitioned L into two separate systems. The Talos team will be working on L0, while the archive team will be working on L1. You might also notice an L2 partition, but don't worry about that. It's just the operating system doing its thing. L, similar to Elohim. It means there are different Elohims you could interact with. Im. Collect all pieces of written information. I got an achievement. This means the first time I played the game I got everything, but I missed those. Those down here. I can't believe this. So the past, myself of the past managed to grab everything except for this single one. I agree that we need something that will keep all the modules working together. evaluate a final test, and I think I have the perfect solution. It's called the Holistic Integration Manager, HIM. A fancy name for something a lot like a dungeon master in pen and paper RPGs. We created it to help run some MMOs back in the day. We needed something that would be able to unite procedurally generated and user submitted content into a coherent wool so the game wouldn't become too chaotic and inconsistent. It's a genuine AI, somewhat limited in its ability to grow, but capable of par- parsing and understanding text, images, audio, even video. It takes all the information it can find, interprets it, and then builds and maintains a world based on that. It's not perfect, but we don't have a lot of time. It will be easy to adapt the code for our purposes. In fact, come to think of it, some of it is actually based on routines that you suggest in that paper on. Hmm. Land A elevator. Land C elevator hidden. So we are under C. Yep, we're under C. Amazing. Let's keep running around. Hmm. You go too far away, it starts that thing where he says in origin, etc., etc. Wow. On C, they are all red. Here they're mixed. Hmm. We need some green to enter B. So we need to go back into A and grab some. The irony of Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, driving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy and art, the papers heresy thrown away by the citizens, survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individuals and organizations, standardization and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized, work has survived unharmed. We want, we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars. We have to invest in make sure that Book of Osiris. The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text, such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ak, living intellect. passing a series of trials in the Duat underworld. Oh my god, it's what we are doing. So what we are doing is based on this. We are the living intellect that is passing a series of trials in the underworld in order to reach the paradise of Aru. I like similar texts. The book of the scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or a recent study, Karnan Hassan. Just the text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may. And this is B, and there was another terminal here on C. Even and L. The mind is its own place, and itself can make a even of L, a L of even. What matters where if I been if I be still the same, what I should be, all but less than a whom thunder half made greater. Here at least we shall be free. The Almighty hath not built. Here for his envy will not drive us ends, and we may reign secure. And in my choice to reign is worth ambition, so in hell, so in hell. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. And now we can read L. Blake William. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I've heard from L. For the cherub with his flaming sword is there a command to leave his guard tree life and the creation will be consumed and appear infinite the holy word infinite and corrupt. This is come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expugned. The, this I shall do by printing in the infernal method the corrosives, which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting up apparent surfaces away, and displaying the infinite which was it. Black William. Collection The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. But first the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expugned. This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. Wait, what the? I think I didn't notice that previously. Oh, it's behind the tower. Can only go on one. The voice keeps speaking to me. I can't get it out of my head. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Listen to me very carefully. I've climbed this tower and no good has come of it. This world is the only world. The Elohims will continue eternal and paradise is banishing all of this from your mind. All who say they made it to the top are blatantly lying. Or they would say what was there. Okay, let's reach this place here. Oh. Whoa. Another star. But this looks different. And we need something that interacts with this thing. And not the gemmer here. Okay, so there we just have a star. Let's go take a look at this tower.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query.
Ooh.
Query. Query.
Look how he's talking now. This shows that the voice is not real. It's not a god. He stopped talking pompously and changed the way he was talking.
Is there anything that we associate
Talking more like a
closer
computer.
with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation.
Apocalypse means revelation.
It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
Primary subject. Not found.
Remember, the great tower is not for you. Do not give up the hope of eternal life for the hollow promises of curiosity.
What I know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow, the shepherd, version 82. Okay, so we explored everything we could explore. We also got 2 stars and we found the location of another one. For now, if we want to proceed into B and C, we can't do anything but keep doing things on A. So let's just return on A. And let's just work on all of the puzzles of A. And let's try to complete them. This is the most interesting one. We need a lot of yellow one to enter there. Maybe yeah, we need an item to destroy that, I don't know. Here we can grab items. I don't know what this does. Maybe this thing would be the thing that makes us get the next star. And then there is this cube. Oh, it also shows that there are stars. There are also signs here. What does this mean? It means we need this item to do this. So we need to unlock it. Or it means... No. It can mean that we need 2 pieces to unlock the thing. Because we just need another of this one to unlock this. So it probably means we need the piece to do this. So I will probably just unlock the piece and I will be able to use it later. There are 2 stars here. So by doing this we can unlock that kind of piece. Yes, look. So yes, maybe we'll unlock those pieces. And then we'll be able to use them on next things. So normally you just use a gemmer. But here you need more pieces, more tools. Okay, now I turn off. This was recorded 6th of April during the morning in Italy. And in the afternoon, I think I will continue. We'll at least try to complete all of this, all of A. I don't know if I will get all the stars at once, because maybe trying to look for the stars at all costs could start taking even more time. But I think during the afternoon, I will manage to complete this. So this was the first episode, pilot episode. Thank you to everyone that took a look at this stream and video. I wish you the best. There should be my kittens around, but they don't want to come here. Maybe I can go grab them. Rufy. Oh, Rufy, vieni qui. Rufy, qui. Vieni qui. Move. Rufy, forza. Vieni qua. Vieni qui. Bye.